Okay, so I hope now everyone is able to view my screen. If you remember in the last time we have completed in practical number 4 with this 10th query. Okay, and now today we are starting with this 11th query. I am also opening the which is last work done. We have done till query number 10. Okay, so this is the tables, like the structures of the table and the records which are inserted into this. We'll start with query number 11. List of installment information whose amount is less than the average amount of transaction. Okay, so here we need to list out or display the installment related information. That means all the columns which are available in the installment table. So in installment table we are having 4 columns: loan number, installment date, and amount. Okay, then we are going for further to this query whose amount is less than the average amount of transaction. Okay, so here in the installment table, whatever is the amount should be compared with the transaction table's AMT column, the average of this amount, and only those will be accepted here. How we can write the query? What does it mean? Like here in the amount table, we are having this much values. We are doing the summation of them, then it will be divided by 5. So suppose I am getting here the average value is 18,500. I didn't make the total, but suppose it is 18,500. So I will go here in the installment table. The first row amount 15,000 is compared with 18,500. It is less than, then this first record will be occur as the result. Then compare this 20,000 with 18,500. But no, 20,000 is not less than the 18,500. So second will not become as an answer, as well as third record is not possible to become an answer. So we need to write the query like this. 11th query. Okay, so in 11th query, list the installment information. So for listing out, I am using the select word. Then I have 4 different columns. The one column is loan number, then installment number, installment date, and amount. So loan number, installment date is having I date, okay, and amount. I want to select these 4 columns from installment table. So from installment underscore new, okay. And now we are here having one more condition, like amount is less than the average amount of transaction. So if you see here, now we are dealing with 2 tables. The one is installment and the other one is transaction. So to have the 2 tables, to make them inner join, we want one common column name. Okay, so we are thinking in installment table, we are having loan number and installment number. We are going to check in the transaction. Here we are having account number. So we didn't find any column which is common in this 2 table. So now the question is, how can we combine these 2 tables together? So if we are going to check the loan table, In loan table, we are having loan number as well as account number. And now if you can relate it, लोन टेबल में जो लोन नंबर है उसको हम इंस्टॉलमेंट टेबल के लोन नंबर से कंपेयर कर सकते हैं एंड लोन टेबल में जो अकाउंट नंबर है वी कैन यूज इट टू कंपेयर विद द ट्रांजैक्शन टेबल विद द हेल्प ऑफ अकाउंट नंबर कॉलम. तो अब क्या था हमारे पास, आई विल एक्सप्लेन इट हियर. Like first we are having installment table in which in installment table we are having loan number. Okay. After that, in transaction table we are having account number. So we are finding one table which is loan which have both of these entity like loan number as well as account number. So I am using this new table loan which can be an intermediate to merge these two table installment and transaction. So loan table's loan number will be compared with installment table's loan number and loan table's account number is compared with the transaction table's account number. So with the help of this loan table, we are able to merge these two tables together. So we are doing that, and for that, here I need to write installment table, which is I. We are using three different tables. The one is installment, the other is transaction, and the third one is loan table. Okay. So one more thing, if I'm writing these three tables names, so loan number should be taken from which table? Because in two tables we are having loan number. So installment or loan number, you can write anything, but loan number is the primary key of this loan table. So I can write L dot a loan number, it will be also fine, or I dot loan number it is also fine. Both of them you can write anyone. Now we are putting this condition of joining this. So where installment dot loan number should be compared with loan dot loan number. This is the first condition of inner join. And transaction dot account number, it should be compared with loan dot account number. This is the second condition. Okay. So with the help of these two conditions, now these two different tables are joined, because if we are just writing this statement without the highlighted portion, select this column names from these three different tables, that simply means we are applying a cross product, but we are not applying the condition. Like if in one table I am having three records, three rows, in other table I am having five rows, so cross product will give me 15 records, but all of them are not useful for us. हमें क्या देखना है, मान लो अकाउंट नंबर अकाउंट टेबल है, उसमें अकाउंट नंबर 1 में हूँ, अकाउंट नंबर 2 जेनिथ है और अकाउंट नंबर 3 आस्था है. तो हम लोग क्या करेंगे, अकाउंट नंबर 1 जो मैं हूँ मुझे उतने में ही इंटरेस्ट है, लाइक मैंने कौन सी लोन ली है और मैंने क्या ट्रांजैक्शन किया है टू फुलफिल दैट लोन. Zenith is also interested in their history, like whatever transaction he has made, and Astha is interested in that. But if I am writing cross product, so क्या होगा कि मेरा जो अकाउंट नंबर है उसको पहले हम लोग पेयर करेंगे जेनिथ के ट्रांजैक्शन से, फिर मेरे ट्रांजैक्शन से, आस्था के ट्रांजैक्शन से, एज वेल एज हर एक ट्रांजैक्शन को हर एक लोन से मैप करेंगे. सो दिस आर नॉट यूजफुल डेटा फॉर अस to retrieve some important information, so that with the help of Cartesian product we are able to merge this table together and we are applying some condition on over that it will call inner join. So we are applying these conditions to only useful or the relatable or only the matching common attributes are result as the output. After that, this two condition, after that we are going for the main condition which is provided here. Amount is less than, so amount from installment table, it should be compared with the average amount of transaction. Okay, we know that how to use aggregate function, because if we are having here multiple data in the transaction table, Like in transaction table for AMP, we are having 5 records. To make the average of all these 5 records, we require a single result, which can be an average value of all the transactions. Okay. So for that, we need to require aggregate function. So I can use like this, select, write here the aggregate function name. After that, write here the column name on which you want to apply this aggregate function from table name, which is transaction underscore new. Okay, we'll execute it here. And we are getting this as a result. Okay, suppose, for example, if you are not writing this, I will tell first copy it, and then I just make a cross product. I'm not giving this join condition. Then what will happen? We'll see. We are getting the same result but multiple times. Why? Because each and every time, whenever this row is mapped with any other table row, so it will be having condition true, and we are having this as an answer. You can see we are having multiple this answers, and some of them are also not correct, like loan number 2 is having installment number 1, which is ideally not correct, because in installment number, loan number 2 is having only installment number 2. It is not possible loan 2 is having installment 1 and we can move further. So these are not the proper logical data. Then also we are getting it as a response. So we need to merge them with some common attributes so we can have a surety like the data is actually the useful one. We are getting this as a result. Okay. Okay. So complete this 11th query and let me know in the chat box. First, try to do it by yourself, and whenever you require any help, only then look at into this notepad file. Rest of the time, do it by yourself only. Okay, getting the response. Okay, Zenith is having one error. Installment underscore number invalid identifier. Okay, Zenith, where you have made mistake is installment underscore number. This entire is not your valid identifier name. Maybe the column name is inst underscore no. Verify in your find tables. Go here in find tables, check installment underscore new table in your system, and this is your installment number column name, and you have written different way. That's why it is not available inside any of the tables and they might get confused. Zenit, try it and reply once you are done with this. Okay, so Zenith, you are getting one more error, column ambiguously defined. It may possible like in query, whatever column name is used, it can be used in the multiple tables. Have you made the changes here? Because loan number, this column is used in loan table as well as in installment table. So we need to mention which tables column we want to refer. Either you have made the mistake here or it can be here.
Ma'am, now output is no data found.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm giving you this in the chat box. You can refer it there. It may possible like you have made some mistake and due to that we are not getting the proper result. Try this. Have you got your answer? And then we'll go for your screen where you have made the mistake. You can write your query in the chat box. We'll verify it. Rest of the students, you can do this. And once you are done with this query, reply in the chat box. Okay, when she done, Umang done, Zenith replied once you are tried this. Is it
Can I
working?
share my screen?
Yes, just a minute. I am stop sharing from my side. Okay, now you can share. Okay, copy this command and paste it into the notepad. It will be clearly visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, select L dot loan number, installment date, amount from installment underscore new.
Maybe some maybe problem with my loan table. Maybe
Okay, so you can do one thing. This query, whatever you have written, copy it and paste it in the chat box. So I can have a
this one, ma'am,
simple look.
which I
Yes, this is a longer one. What I want is copy this query which you have tried and write it in the Google Meet chat box. And you can try for select star from loan underscore new table. So we get to know that you have inserted all the records. Okay. Okay, Zenith, transaction spelling is I think it will be not proper.
નો મેમ એક્ચ્યુઅલી છે ને એમાં મારું ટેબલ જ મેં એવી રીતે સ્પેલિંગ કરેલું છે એટલે મેં આપોઆપ અંદરથી ચેન્જ કરી નાખેલું છે સ્પેલિંગ જ
Okay,
ખોટું છે.
okay, no problem. Okay, you can check for select star from. Once this query is there, what can be your error? Go it on that Apex Oracle and execute it. You are having no data found. Okay. Select star from loan underscore new. There should be three records. Okay, there are three. Now loan underscore new, just remove that and write installment underscore new. There are also three records in this. Okay. Now transaction underscore new. There should be five records. Okay, there are only two records inserted. That's why I think they are not able to match it. Okay, Zenith, what you need to do is go to practical number one and insert this three records, account number 3, 4, and 5.
Okay, ma'am, I will do that.
Okay. Okay, so we are going for the next query. I'm sharing my screen now. Zenith, this query you can perform after the 12th query so that you will have an idea for this 12th one. It is different. Display the sum of installment amount and transaction amount. Okay, first we are going for installment amount. If you see here onto the screen, we are having 15,000 plus 20,000 plus 20,000. That means 40,000 plus 10 plus 5, that means 55,000. So if I want to make a total of this amount in installment, so I can do this. Select sum, column name is amount, and from table name is installment underscore new. And the answer should be 55,000. We are verifying it here. Okay, the answer will be 55,000. It is okay. Now we need to check it for the transaction table too. So in this transaction table, the amount will be this. I want the total of this. So 10,000 plus 25 plus 5, that means 30, plus 10, 40. 40 plus 30 is 70, and plus 15, total is 85,000. Okay. So if I want an separate sum of this table, so it can be select sum, column name is AMT, from transaction underscore new table. Copy this and pasting it here. So I'm getting 85,000. Now I did not to be do it separately. The query which is given is display the sum of both of this. That means in a single query, I want to require a total. But these two are the different tables. So it may possible like we are not getting the proper result because Cartesian product will be done. And we can see here, like if I am writing this, select sum, amount, comma, sum, AMT from installment underscore new, comma, transaction underscore new. I have copied this, and if you remember the previous answer, then it should be 55,000 and 85,000. And here we are getting is 2,75,000 and 2,55,000. Okay, these two are very much different answer. Why this happened? Okay, for that we'll take one another example so you will get to know that why we are getting this different value. Okay, so I have created two demo tables. The one is test 1 and the other is test 2. I am going here like select star from test 1. So it will display everything which is inside this test 1. We are just having one column which is AMT and the values for the same is 10 and 20. Okay. So in test 1 we are having a column which is named AMT and the values are 10 and 20. Okay. Now we'll do the same thing for test 2. Select star from test 2. Executed. And here we are having again one single row, single column, which is AM and T, and the values are 3 and 4. The column name is AM and T, and the values are 3 and 4. Okay. Suppose I am doing the same, the first thing, whatever we have done here, these two commands, I want to done for test 1 and test 2. Like separately, I want the summation of amount table, so it will be 10, 20, so answer should be 30, and here it will be 3 and 4, so answer should be 7. So first I am doing it for individual. Select sum AMT from test 1. I am copying this here, and as you can see here in the result, we are getting 30 because we are having two values 20 and 10. Now we are doing the same thing for test 2 table. Just column name is AMNT and the table name is test 2. So 3 plus 4 total is 7. And as per the previous query like this, if we are doing this, then our answer is different. Okay, we'll verify that. Select sum of AMT which is from test 1, sum of AMNT which is from test 2. So from test 1, comma test 2. So if we are going for the answer, then it is 60 and 14, which is not as per the expectation. Why? Now here we'll see the result, why it can be happen, what can be the reason, and the same reason will be applicable here. Okay. So the reason is, if we are doing the Cartesian product, suppose we are having two tables, one is student and one is club. So student can participate into how many clubs? So one student, suppose Milan. So Milan is participated in Oracle Club. Milan can participate in Robotics Club. Milan can participate in Cisco Club. So suppose we are having these three clubs. So possibilities Milan can participate in any of this club. So one row from student table is connected with all the rows of the club table. Again, if we are having the new student and the student name is Sachin. So Sachin can also participate in any of these three clubs. So we are having two students, three clubs. So total number of records we are getting, they are 6. 2 multiply 3. If we are having 3 students and 5 different clubs, so total 3 multiply 5, we are having 15 rows, 15 records. That can be possible when you are making a pair of both the tables. The same way, here we are making a Cartesian product. So we are taking from test 1, we are taking 10 and making a pair with the first element which is 3. So 10, 3. Second pair, we are taking 10 from the first table and 4 from the second table. So it can be 10, 4. Okay. Now we are taking this 20 from this table and 3 from here. So it will be 23 and 20 from test 1, 4 from test 2. So it will be 24. Okay. So 2 records from test 1, 2 records from test 2. So total number of rows we are having here is 4. Here it will be AMT and here it is AMNT. If we are making a total of this, then 10 plus 10 is 20, plus 20 40, plus 20 60. And here it will be 3 plus 3 6 plus 4 10 plus 4 sorry 14. So that's why we are getting the result here is 60 and 14. Okay. So you can try for all of this. This is just for your test 1, test 2 we have taken. It is just for your knowledge. You need to perform this 3 highlighted one. Okay. Try to do it and reply once you are done with this. Okay, try it for this, and once you are done with this 12th query, then 13th query you need to try by yourself, and whenever you are done by your side, only then will give the solution. Okay, so till now I am not getting any of your responses. Have you tried for query number 13? Okay, first we'll understand what does it mean. Display the balance. Balance, which is the column available into the account table, and then amount of transaction, which is available in the transaction table. So first we need to display these two things, and we need to group by the column names amount and balance. Just a minute. So what we can do in here, select balance, comma AMT, because in transaction table, if you remember, we are having column name as AMT. So here I am writing balance AMT. From two different tables. The one is account underscore new, and the other one is transaction underscore new. And if you know that in account and transaction, both the table, we are having one similar column which is called account number. So we can use this column to be the common attribute between these two tables. So we can merge these two tables together. So account underscore new will be A and transaction underscore new will be T, where A dot account number should be compared with T dot account number. And we need to group by again, it is an SQL keyword. So group by, after that you need to write the column name, and here it is given is amount and balance. So AMT and balance. This is the command. So we are getting the balance and amount, and how this rows will be finalized. So we'll see that in amount, wherever we are having 5,000, in balance it is 50,000. So go into amount, wherever we are having 5,000 in amount, it is of account number 2. We are going into account table. For account number 2, balance is 50,000. Again, we are checking like 75,000 is of account number 3. And here in account number 3, it is 25,000. So 75,000 and 25,000. Okay. So this is how we can compare this and have a solution. Meanwhile, Zenith has replied, select balance AMT from account new, transaction new, where these two will be compared and grouped by these two. Yes, Zenith, you have written the perfect query. Okay. So this is the solution for 13th query. Complete it and reply in the chat box. Okay, so I'm getting many responses. You have completed, and we are going for the next query. Query 14, list of installment number and account number of account holder. So I want two things. I want to print two things. The one is installment number, which is a column name from installment, and account number. This is a column name from account. So I'm dealing with two different things, account and installment. Okay. So 14th query, select installment number, account number from two different table. The one is account underscore new, which is A, and installment underscore new, which is I. Here we are seeing in the table, in installment table, we are having loan number, installment number. In account table, we are having account number. So there is a no common column name is available to make the join of these two different tables. So that we require loan table. So account and loan can be combined with the help of account number, and loan and installment can be combined with the help of loan number. So this is how we can merge these different tables together, so that here also I am writing loan underscore new, which is L, where account dot account number should be verified with loan dot account number, and loan dot loan number, it should be verified with installment dot loan number. So this two condition after the where clause, it is just here for the merging of the two tables. Okay. So again, one thing in installment number, it is already only available into the installment table. But if we are talking about this account number, so it is possible in loan as well as in account. But we want it from the account table. So here I am writing A dot account number. Now our query is perfect and we can run it. Semicolon is missing. Okay. So we are having installment number and account number as a result. And if you remember, we are having five different account holders, which is account number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Among these five, only three has taken the loan. Okay, only this three has taken the loan, which is account number 1, 2, and 5. So we are getting here is 1, 2, and 5. And these three loans will be having this three installment, which is 1, 2, and 3. So this I double 0, 1, 2, and 3 is the result of that. Okay. This 14th query is easy. Complete it, and once you are done with this, reply in the chat box. So we can go with the 15th query. Okay, Astha done, Zenith done, Umang done. Wait for 2 more minutes. Rest of the students can complete it. Okay, so many of you have done. Milan, Nirali, Rahul, Sachin, Urvisha, Okay, Nirali done, Hitesh done, Vansi done, Milan completed, Urvisha
Ma'am,
done.
I'm getting the output no data found, so I'm just solving the problem.
Okay, you are writing the same query which is shown in the.
Yes, yes, ma'am. I'm rechecking it.
Okay, so if it is not identified, then what you can do is try to display all the data in all three tables: account, installment, and loan.
Okay,
So
ma'am.
if all the data are available and the query will be fine, then you are getting the same result. Okay, so we are going towards the next query, which is 15th query. 15th query is display loan amount which is available in the loan table, then transaction amount and mode of payment. Transaction amount available into the transaction table and mode of payment which is also available into the transaction table, where the transaction date and loan taken date, this both are done in the month of May. Here we are assuming it is May because in 15 and 16 both the queries month has not been mentioned. So here we are assuming for 15th it is a May month. Okay, so the query can be like this. I'm doing the 15th query and 16th you can do it by yourself because it is somewhat similar. So select loan amount, loan underscore AMT will again verify the column name. Okay, the same column name, loan underscore AMT. Then we are having transaction amount. So we are going into the transaction table and amount will be stored like AMT. This is the column name. So here what we can do is loan amount, then AMT. The third one is mode of payment. So mode of payment, from which table we are using right now two different tables, loan underscore new and transaction underscore new. Okay, these two tables are together, where we need to satisfy this condition like transaction date and loan taken date both are in done of month. So first we'll merge these two tables together. This loan underscore new will be L and this transaction underscore new will be T. Just a minute. So we need to verify this two table how it can be compared. So loan dot account number can be compared with transaction dot account number. Okay, this is how we can merge these two tables together. And then we are going for the condition. The first condition is transaction date should be in the month of May. So for that I can write this. First I am writing, then I am explaining you. Transaction date, it should be like trans underscore date. From the entire transaction date I am just focusing on the first three character of month and it will be compared with May. The same thing, to underscore care, they are requesting it for loan taken date 2. So loan underscore date. This is the column name for loan taken date. And again, we are focusing on this first three things, MON, which should be May. Okay. So now we'll verify that how it can be possible. Suppose your transaction date will be like 05/12/2004. That means this 05 means month, 12 means date, and last four digit for year. So from the entire transaction date, we are just focusing on month. So this 05 will be converted into the character which is May, and from month we require the first three characters, so it will be compared here with May. I have copied this and executing it here. So we are getting no data found. Okay, first we'll verify why we are getting this no data found. Is it correct or we have made the mistake? We'll need to verify. So that we need to check in both the table. In transaction table, we are checking that how many transaction has been done in the month of May. Okay, if you have observed here, 05 means May, here also 05. So account number 1 and 4. Account number 1 and 4 had made the transaction on the May month. If you are going into the loan, then loan taken date in month of May by account number 2. So in the transaction table, it is for account number 1 and 4. Here it is for account number 2. And we have put here the condition to check this, whatever is common or similar in between these two tables, only those will be the answer. But suppose if I am removing it, then we are getting the result. Okay, we are not getting the result because of this, but it is mandatory just for your visualization. If we are removing it, we are getting the result, but this result should not have any kind of meaning. Like किसी दो लोगों ने ट्रांजैक्शन किया है और कोई एक ने लोन ली है, दोनों ही मई मंथ में हुआ, बट ये 3 पर्सन के बीच में कोई कनेक्शन नहीं है. So the right query is this, even if we are not getting any of the result. So try to perform this, and then once you are done with this, you can go with the 16th query for the month of July. Okay. 16th query for the month of July, you can try what can be the result. And once you are done with the query, 16th one, you can write the query solution in the chat box. We'll try the same query.
Ma'am, in 60 query, we only change the name of month or something else.
No, Zenith, we are not directly changing the month because here we need to display the different information. Okay. And we are comparing installment date with transaction date. In the previous one, we have compared transaction date with loan taken date. But it can be done in the similar way, like month is July. So this how to convert this to care. This all things will remain as it is. How
Same.
can you how can you write the column names? Just the column names will be different.
Yes, ma'am.
So it is a similar kind, but not the exact same. Okay, Zenith has replied with the query. Zenith, I am copying your query and we'll see it. So select star from installment new. Wait a minute. Select star from installment new transaction and loan, where loans account number is verified with transactions account number, and loan number is compared with installments loan number. Very good. And to care installment date month July, to care transaction date month July. Yes, perfect. It will work properly. We'll say it here. Okay, so we are having no data is found. Just a minute. We'll verify it here. In example, it is given like we need to think for installment dates and transaction date. Okay, in installment date, in July month, we are having installment number 3 of loan 3. Loan 3, this loan is taken by account number 5, and here in transaction, the July month will be at account number 2. So these two are different. That's why we are getting no data found. Yes, perfect. This query is good. It will be working. One more thing I want to let you know, all of you, like, is it possible here we are doing capital M and here we are doing capital J? Is it working properly? What is your answer? Will it work? Yes or no? Yes, because we want the format in this way, like, I will again try it. So it will be having a proper one. For example, suppose I know that it is not the correct way, but suppose I am just ignoring this merging part of two tables, then I am getting the result. If you want to see that, you can see here like this. We are getting the result. Okay. This does not have some meaning because loan number 3, here we are having loan number 1, loan number 3, loan number 3. Account numbers are different, and so there is no such record where all of these things have matched. So the answer we are not getting it properly, but you can see one thing here. If I am writing M as a capital and in July I am writing J as a small, then it will not execute it properly. Okay, so whenever you are writing your M in capital, here also the first character should be in capital, or if you are making this in a small, then here it can also be small. One more thing here, MON stands for month. So we are just focusing on the first three character. So you need to compare first three characters only. And this query is perfect. Okay, everyone is done with this 16th query. Quickly reply in the chat box. Ahmed, Vensi, Urvisha, Rahul, Nirali, Diksha, Astha. Okay. Okay, so the 17th query is display the last three rows of account table. First, I am displaying all the rows. Then we'll decide how it can be possible. So to display the entire table record, I can use select star from account underscore new. Okay. I'm pasting it here. And we are having as a result the 5 records which we have inserted. Okay. Now it is said that display last 3 records. And if you can observe from my screen, for me it is account number 5, 4 and 1. Okay. It may possible like your side it can be something different or it will be the same. So here in my screen, it will be last three records 5, 4, and 1. So do I have any kind of logical way to represent last three rows and to ignore the first two? That means account number 2 and 3. Okay, we'll think in the real world example. Like suppose I am asking your class teacher, like from entire 68 class of students in 3PC1, I just want last 5 students which is available in 3PC1 class list. I only want those records. So what your class counselor will do? They will give me the last 5 records. How it can be identified? Because we are having a serial number. So 68, 67, 66, 65, and 64. These last 5 records, they are copied and he will give me. So the same way, if we are having here the serial number, which we can also call it as a row number, then through that particular variable, we can do some computation and we are able to compute the last 3 records. How it can be possible, we'll see here. I'm writing here select row num. This is a row number, which is just kind of a serial number. So it will give me a row number like this is a record 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. Then I'm writing account new dot star from account underscore new. What does it mean? I want all these records, but I also want one more column, which is a SQL keyword row num. So row num, this is a column name I want to select. Then I have not written like this account underscore new dot account number, account underscore new dot name, account underscore new dot city. So I'm not writing like that. So account underscore new. From this table, I want all the column names. Okay. And this is the syntax select. Then here we are having the column names from table name. So once I am executing this command, as a result, I am having this. If you observe, we are having this row number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, doing some computation on this row number, I can have last 3 records as my result. What I can do is, if I'm writing this, select star from account new. So I'm having all the records, this 5 records. I'm using one keyword minus. Minus means whatever is not common, it will be ignored. So minus select star from account new where row number less than or equals to, it will be verified. Okay, first I am writing this and then we'll take example for row by row. We'll take a count how many records are already available with the help of row number. We make minus 3. Why we have did this, we'll see from account underscore new. What is the meaning of this? Whenever just I am writing this, select star from account new. That means I have right now 5 records, which is visible in my screen. So here I am having 5 records total minus, this is the minus, and for that I have made this sign minus. Select star from account new where this condition is satisfied. So I am writing this in the brackets where row number. So row number can be very that record by record. So first we are taking the first row. So the row number will be 1. Less or equal. Then we'll go for evaluation of this count. Count is again an aggregate function. So whatever row available into the table, it will merge them together and identify total how many records are available into this table. So in this table, we are having 5 records. So count of row number will be 5 minus 3. 5 minus 3, a simple calculation, the answer will be 2. And here it is written from this table. So I need to count total records available from account table, that means this 5 records, minus 3, that means 2. So this first row, that means row number 1, will be verified with this condition. So 1 is less or equal to, yes, the condition is satisfied. Now check for row number 2. So row number is now 2. 2 is less or equal to, yes, 2 is equals to 2. So it also satisfies the condition. Okay. So I can say that previously I have row number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minus, now the condition is satisfied by row number 1 and 2. Okay. So here I am having as a result row number 3, 4 and 5. So total 5 minus 2 records have satisfied. So total number of rows will be displayed as a result will be 3, and those 3 records are row number 3, 4 and 5. That means account number 5, 4 and 1. We'll execute this. So account number 1, 4 and 5, these 3 are displayed as per our requirement. Everyone, are you aware with this now? Write in the chat box clear or need to repeat. What about rest of the students? Are you clear with this or need to repeat? Okay. So Zenith, where you are getting the problem? We need to display the last 3 rows. What we are doing here is from this entire record, we just want this last 3 rows. That means row number 3, 4 and 5. Okay, till now I think everyone is clear. Now, if I'm just writing this, select star from account new. That means all the records will be printed. So, if I'm talking in terms of row number, then row number 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. All these 5 row numbers are to be displayed. So I have written here, like previously, if I'm just executing this statement, select star from account new. So all this row number from 1 to 5 will be displayed as a result. Minus, so here it is a minus, select star from account where this condition is satisfied, and the condition is here row number. Row number means the number which is assigned here. If we are talking about row number 1, so 1 is less or equal, it should be compared like total how many rows are available in this account table. Okay, and then we are going for this calculation. So it will count total rows available, which is 5. 5 minus 3, so 2. We have made this calculation because we want first 2 rows should be ignored, because from the total 5 records, I want last 3 records. So first 2 should be ignored. Only then I am getting last 3 as a result. So count row number will count how many total rows are available, minus 3. So we are getting 2. So this first row number will be compared with value 2. So yes, it is less than the second row number, 2 less or equal to this condition. Yes, it also satisfied. Once we are going for the higher number, 3 less or equal to, no, it is not satisfied for this. Again for 4, again it will not satisfied. For 5, not satisfied. So it only satisfied the first and second row. So we are minusing, that means we are ignoring these first 2 rows, and the rest of the rows will be as a result. So previously we are having 5 rows. Then first and second row is not full, is just satisfying the condition, so they are here as a result. And we have wrote the condition like this condition minus this condition. So the common things will be out and the rest of the thing will be as a result. For example, like Zenith, whenever you are having a 5 chocolate like Kit Kat, Eclairs, Munch, Pork, and Dairy Milk. Okay, you are having this 5 chocolates. These are the set of the chocolates which you have. Suppose any of your friend like Yatish ask for Pork and Munch. Okay, so these two chocolates if you give to Yatish, then what is left with you? Kit Kat, Eclair, and Dairy Milk. Okay, so minus will work like this. You are having this 5 values. If 2 will not be now here, so the rest of the things which you have now. Everyone, are you clear now? Okay. Okay, so try to execute this command now. Okay, so once you are done with this query, 17th query, you can start 8th query, 18th query. This is a simpler one. Reply done if you are completed the 17th query, then we'll go for 18th. Okay, Milan done. Good. Zenith and Nirali done. Very good. We'll wait for 1 more minute so rest of the students can complete it quickly. Then we'll go further. Ahmed, are you trying? Okay. Okay, I'm giving you hint for 18th query. Display the balance. Balance is available into account table. Then mode of payment, it is available in transaction table and loan taken status. That means have you taken the loan? Yes or no. It is also available in account table. So you need to display these three different columns and the condition is first thing you need to do is you are dealing with two different tables account and transaction. So identify one common attribute and compare it so you can combine these two tables together. Then two more conditions, mode of payment should be check and loan taken status should be yes. If these two conditions are satisfied, only those records I want as a result. Okay. So now you can try to do it by yourself and once you have completed, write the query in the chat box, we'll verify it.
મેમ
Yes, Zenith.
મેમ આમાં આપણે બેઝ ટેબલ લેવાનું.
Okay, if you are able to complete it with two tables, then it is fine. Or else, બીજું કયું table આવશે?
ખાલી મને મારા ખ્યાલથી બેમાં જ ખાલી શું કહેવાય પેલું છે એક તો છે એકાઉન્ટ અંડરસ્કોર ન્યૂ અને એક ટ્રાન્ઝેક્શન અંડરસ્કોર ન્યૂ અને પછી એને કમ્પેર કરીને
Okay, in account underscore new, we are having account number column. In transaction underscore new, we are having account number column. So we can compare this two and it will be okay. Like this can be a good one. We are having a common attribute and that's why we can do that. Okay, Zenith has wrote the query. Okay, I'm copying your query and we'll discuss it here.
મેમ ચેન્જ ઇન નેમ ઓફ ટ્રાન્ઝેક્શન.
Yes, yes. Okay, so select balance, mode of payment, loan underscore taken from account underscore new, which is A, transaction underscore new, which is T. Accounts account number is verified with transactions account number. Mode of payment is check and loan taken equals to yes. Yes, it will be working fine. We verify it here. So yes, we are getting one result. We are also doing the verification with the answer here. So mode of payment is check. We are having three account number 2, 3 and 4. We'll go in account table. Here, loan taken for account number 2, 3 and 4. 2 yes, 3 no, 4 no. So both of the condition true is for account number 2 and the balance for account number 2 is 50,000. Okay. So here we are having balance 50,000, mode of payment check and loan taken yes. So yes, Zenith, you have wrote the perfect query. One more thing, students, whenever you are trying, make sure here we have make the entry with capital YES. And if you are getting no data found, so remember one thing, check here like select star from account underscore new. And whenever you are having the data, you can verify here. In loan taken, we have put the value insertion in the capital letter itself. And if we are talking about transaction table, to check for select star from transaction underscore new, here we have make the first character as a capital. So it may possible for you, it can be a different one. Milan also wrote one query. Select star from account and transaction. Milan, write here the entire table name, transaction underscore new, T, where mode of payment this and loan taken. Okay, the one thing here
Ma'am,
I have.
I have saved transaction as trans only.
Okay,
Table name.
okay. Relational operator, just a minute. So I'm getting all of this. Why? Because I haven't compared it. So account number 2 is first mapped with account number 3, account number 2, account number 4, all of this. Because we know that for check, this 3 account has satisfied the condition. And for loan, we are having this 3 table, account number 2, 5 and 3. Okay, if you can observe here in loan taken, we are having 3 yes, account number 2, 5 and 1. Account number 2, 5 and 1. Okay, and in the transaction table, we are having account number. In account table, loan taken will be done by account number 1, 2 and 5. And in transaction table, the check has been selected for 2, 3 and 4. So 3 multiplied by 3, we are getting here 9 rows. We'll verify 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. and 7, 8, 9. Okay, Milan? So whenever we are combining two tables, this is just an cross product. We also need to be verified like this condition should be fulfilled. Only then we are allowed those constraints. Okay. Everyone is done with this 18th query. Waiting for 1 more minute so rest of the students can complete with this 18th query. Then we are going for the 19th query. Okay, so the 19th query is retrieve only rows from row number 2 to 5. Again, we are doing the same thing which we have done in this 17th query. First, we'll display all these records with the row number. I want to retrieve from row number 2 to row number 5. That means just this first row number needs to be deleted or ignored for the result. Account number 2 should not be displayed. Rest of the account should be as your result. So for that, we can write this query. Select star from account table where row number is less or equal 5. What does it mean? If we are checking record by record, so first record or first row is having row number 1. Row number 1 is less or equal 5. Yes. Row number 2 is less or equal 5. 3 is also less or equal 5. 4 and 5. So all these 5 rows are satisfying the condition. So as a result of this, we are having all the row numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now we need to minus 1. So for that I am writing minus. How to check row number 1 is only ignored? For that I am writing select star from account underscore new where row number should be less than 2. If I am writing this condition, so only row number 1 can satisfy this condition, and as a result of this I am having only row number 1. So minus row number 1 satisfy this condition, and that's why the final result will be having 2, 3, 4, 5, this 4 row numbers. Okay, if you observe, account 2 should not be printed. Rest of the account like 1, 3, 4 and 5 has been printed as a result. So let's start from account new where this condition is satisfied. So all the rows have satisfied this condition. So answer for this is row number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll use minus here. So here minus, and only select those records whose row number is less than 2. So row number 1 will falls into this category. So it will be 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minus 1. So answer will be 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, complete it and reply done in the chat box. Okay, so many of the students has completed. Still, we'll wait for 1 more minute, so rest of the student can do it quickly. This is the last query for practical number 4, and we are done with practical number 4 today. So till now, from practical number 1 to 4, do anyone have any query they can ask here? Whenever you are creating your logbook, you also need to be you need to be put your screenshots like this in Apex Oracle. Suppose for this query, these are the result. So I can put this as a screenshot. Okay. So this is how you can take a screenshot and you can paste it in your logbook. Do anyone have any query till this, till practical number 4? Yes or no? Okay. Okay, so now what you can do is, for next 15 minutes, those who have left with that Oracle Academy course can continue with that course, and those who have completed the Oracle Academy course can preparing this logbook, which is for lab file practical logbook. After 15 minutes, whenever I'm taking your attendance, at that time I will ask you how much progress you have made in your Oracle Academy. Okay.
Ma'am, can you give us the example of examinations questions like theory and practical based questions?
Okay, so what is your expectation? I'm not clear. Like how the questions can be asked from each and every chapter?
Yes, yes.
Okay,
And weightage, what about weightage?
okay. So what we can do is I will provide you the assignments. All our class need to write the assignments, and from that you are having the question set. How the questions can be asked? It can be important for GTU from this chapter, this topic. Which questions are important for GTU and how it can be asked? And if you are not finding any answers, then we'll discuss and we'll, we'll provide you the
Ma'am,
solution.
when will you upload that?
Okay, I will instruct you. Minimum you are getting 7 days for that.
Okay.